South Korea is currently suffering a political crisis marked by President Yoon Suk-yeol's impeachment. Legal challenges facing opposition President Lee Jae-myung and the indictment of former President Moon Jae-in shows how severe this situation is. These events have connected through the presidential election scheduled for June 3, 2025. On April 4, 2025, South Korea's Constitutional Court unanimously upheld the National Assembly's decision to impeach the current president, Yoon Suk-yeol. The impeachment began with Yoon's controversial declaration of martial law in 2024, during which he ordered military forces to obstruct parliamentary proceedings and attempted to arrest judges. Lee Jae-myung, the leader of the Democratic Party and the favored pick for the next presidential election, has been involved in multiple legal battles over the past couple of years. Most notably, on May 1, 2025, the Supreme Court overturned a previous statement and remanded revocation, implying that he violated election laws by making false statements during a past campaign. If Lee Jae-myung does get convicted, he will be unable to run for president, which would automatically remove him from the recent election. Despite these legal battles, Lee Jae-myung maintains a significant lead in opinion polls, proving that the Korean community prefers him over the other candidates. If he gets elected on June 3rd and his trial result doesn't come out by then, he can serve as the next president. If he did plead guilty during his presidency, he might or might not be able to serve as a president. So there's still uncertainty around his legal issue, even if he becomes the next president. Meanwhile, the current leaders keep resigning, and there's no visible leader in charge of the nation now. Han Duck-soo, the prime minister and previous acting president, resigned to run for the next presidency. Choi Sang-mok, the finance minister and acting president after Han Duck-soo, also resigned as he was impeached by the Congress. The current acting president is Lee Ju-ho, the education minister, but there is no stability in the leadership right now in Korea. Adding to the political turmoil, the former President Moon Jae-in was indicted on April 24, 2025 on charges of possible bribery. Prosecutors charged Moon with alleged bribery schemes where a budget airline gave Moon's son a position in the company where he would not have to show up for work. Currently, Moon's legal team has dismissed the charges as politically motivated, a claim that resonates amid the broader context of political retribution. In addition, the special prosecutor bill to investigate Kim Gun-hee, the wife of impeached President Yoon, was passed, so she will now face intense investigations around various allegations against her. The allegation most notably being stock manipulation, receipt of luxury gifts that potentially violate anti-corruption laws, and much more. In conclusion, the collection of these events amid the upcoming election has set a highly controversial presidential election on June 3, 2025. The People's Party, the Republican Party, has nominated former Minister Kim Moon-soo as its candidate, who, despite opposing Yoon's impeachment, criticized the martial law declaration and seeks to unify conservative support. Meanwhile, the Democratic Party faces uncertainty regarding Lee Jae-myung's candidacy. Further connecting to the outcomes of his legal trials, this election represents a critical point for South Korea, as this offers an opportunity to restore political stability and public trust. The election results will not only determine the nation's leadership, but also signal the public's agreement on issues of legal accountability, democratic principles, and the future direction of the country's governance and security. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll come back more with some next time.